Welcome to angel number 315. Welcome and welcome back. Listen, collective. I just wanted to talk about some things that I was meditating on, thinking about, just thinking over the past, my upbringing. And, I just look at the way I was able to transmute a lot of different situations before I even knew what transmutation is or was. I was transmuting energy at a very young age. I can distinctly remember playing Monopoly as a child and having to play all 4 characters on the board because nobody wanted to play with me. And I'm not going to say nobody as if I had a whole lot of people around. It was really just me and my sister, and there's nieces, nephews, and things like that because I'm really in close age and proximity to them as well. But just the lack thereof, just realizing how much lack was really in all of these situations that were around me as a child. And I realized that life is life and it's gonna life, you know what I'm saying? But it's gotta be some give and some take somewhere in the situation. And when you think back to each of those situations and you realize there's really no give, no take in any situation, it's just like, wow, so what was I doing? Transmuting the energy, right? So I had my friends, but friends would always come and then they would leave. They was always moving away, back with the other parent, with a grandparent, something. It was always something. So it was just like, but all in all, I'm still thankful for all the lessons, even to have the experience of childhood. That's a blessing in itself, right? Even despite all the negative things going on. However, just getting a little bit more into the messages of today, I wanted to talk more about how you were abandoned with intention. So it kind of remind me of Aretha Franklin's song, A Rose. Well, I'm saying the words, but it goes, a rose is still a rose. Baby girl, you're still a flower. And then we got Tiana Taylor, A Rose in Harlem. It's giving that energy. Also, a diamond in the rough kind of energy. It's giving that. But the point that I'm trying to make here in this reading that we're going to do is that you had to deal with a lot of abandonment, not because you wanted to be abandoned or you wanted to be left out, but because that was the ramifications of the particular situation that you were going through at the time. Then you have other people, right, who they would rather abandon other people or claim that they've been abandoned but never been abandoned, right? So knowing that we have these different types of people, this automatically creates conflict here in a situation. All right. And then there's animosity as well. So we just gonna tap in, all right, and figure out what this energy is. I'm gonna reshuffle these cards. So that's the energy so far. We got this conflict and this animosity, but we gonna reshuffle the cards and get some fresh energy out here for what this energy is that I'm speaking of today. So angels, ancestors, ascended masters of the highest white light, please help us to channel these messages clearly and accurately, protect our minds, make all evil eyes go blind, make all monitoring spirits go deaf. Here we have thoughts here. I think that card was out before I just shuffled it, and here it is coming back out. All right, we have community here. Then right after that we have rich girl, and lastly we have achievement. So energy is looking pretty good. It looks like it's on the up and up when it comes to that energy that I previously spoke of. Let's get into these thoughts, shall we? Just give us a little bit of more spray. Hands kind of dry. All right, what is these thoughts here? All right, I'm getting a real heavy energy of somebody really was trying to take your gifts away from you. We got the High Priestess that's in reverse at the bottom of the deck. Also, we have this Page of Swords in reverse when we split the deck. And right behind that is the Hermit that's in reverse. Right behind that is the Knight of Swords in reverse. And right behind that is the Two of Cups. So, and it looks like in these types of situations, more than likely never went in your favor. Whoever this person is, or this energy, this entity, whatever the case may be, somebody intentionally did this. It was to be spiteful. Somebody did something out of spite. And right now I'm not really seeing the reason why, but the whole intention was to make you isolated. You probably felt isolated a lot through life. Maybe somebody didn't want you to have clarity on things. It's almost like somebody knew that you had a gift, but instead of nurturing the gift, they wanted to create a lot of different situations to abandon you from being able to use those gifts, even though the people you were around were using their gifts. So of course we learn by observation. So I don't know if how dumb, stupid, or slow these people really thought you were. You know what I'm saying? When they looked at you, what did they see? Like, did they see your motherfucking eyeball up here and your lips over here, Captain Kirk ass looking motherfucker? What did they see? I'm not understanding. Because how I'm feeling like this is a group, an entity of people who was all in on something when it came to you, and it's giving a zombie apocalypse almost. Like how all the zombies, from the point of view of the only person that is the safe person, the one who is not affected by whatever is plaguing these groups of people, right? From your point of view, you're looking at these people and they all look sick. They all look disgusting, rotted out, stinking, slobbering everywhere, bleeding everywhere. It's giving that, all right? But these people was looking at you as if that was your energy. You get what I'm saying? Come on now. No. Anywho, they didn't want you to have equal give and take in situations. You could have noticed just for all the way from the bottom to the top. I was saying about friends always constantly moving away. You never really had that consistent friends. You probably don't even really keep in touch. You might have a few little friends, but all of y'all live in pretty much different areas. Y'all don't really live close to each other, or y'all don't keep in touch with each other like that. When y'all do, it's back like, you know, y'all never left. However, you have questioned your friendships. Are we really as close as we say we are? Because you that type of person. You like to reevaluate. Every year you do an audit on every motherfucking body, and you want to know if these people is for you or if they not. Because why you not checking up on me, bitch? And why I'm not checking up on you for real? You know what I'm saying? So there's a sense of being disinterested here with this Eight of Pentacles that's in reverse. All of this was done in order to get you in some sort of bad health. So you could have always felt like it was a struggle holding on to friends, not really attracting friends, but keeping the friends around. And then shit just start getting weird. But you notice when you around people, everything is cool. It's copacetic. It ain't until afterwards when they're not in your presence anymore, shit starts to get haywire. You know, what the fuck happened, bitch? I thought we was cool. I thought we was better than that. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know. I don't know what kind of apocalypse this is. I feel like these zombie apocalypses need to be categorized now into particular kind of apocalypses. Is that even a word? I don't know. I need to figure out the plural on that, because that's gonna bother me. But anywho, so your thoughts around the situation, these could actually be your thoughts that you've been having. A lot of these things that we think about, that when it comes time for you to listen to a message, it's like you didn't really realize that you were thinking of these things until somebody actually bring it up to you and bring it to your attention, is what I'm feeling. We got this Ace of Cups here, so you always just pour it into yourself. Even when people tried to slow you down, stop and block you, or cause you to lose friends, wanted you to be in some sort of fights, and just try to always guide you in the wrong path. I just kind of feel that energy here. You definitely could have been more of the type of person who you wear your heart on your sleeve. You've come as you are. You don't wear a mask. What you see is what you get energy here. But it's like a real heavy energy of being in your head, being stuck. That's why it's important to do healing too, because when you heal, you find that part of you, that stage in life that you left off on, where you feel like you had got traumatized the most, and then you healed that part of you. So that's important. However, if you're the type of person who you went through a lot of trauma throughout pretty much every stage in life, then your experience now as an adult, it will be quite different, quite unique, and you might be considered one of those chosen ones. So let's see, we got community out here, a King of Pentacles here in that community. Could be a Capricorn, Virgo, or a Taurus. Don't have to be though. We got the Three of Pentacles here, the Ace of Wands. We have Judgments as well. The King of Wands is here, as well as Three of Swords that is in reverse. So at first, Spirit, I don't really know what you're trying to tell me. We was on a certain a pathway, but here's the thing about Spirit. You feel like you got a certain plan and you get switched around and redirected in a whole nother direction. But the messages still doesn't deter from what I was saying earlier. So we have a King of Pentacles here with the Three of Pentacles. So this is definitely somebody in your energy. I'm not really picking up on father figure or anything like that. This could be someone, ex of some sort, whether that's ex-husband, masculine, feminine energy. This could be a feminine as well. So just take the energy as it resonates. All right, but this has to do with a new beginning. And I just really feel like it has something to do with what I was talking about earlier, because here we got the Ace of Wands here. So when we're talking about stability, teaming up with people, collaborating and everything like that, we are talking about security, stability. We're talking about new beginnings. We're talking about being led by spirit and not by just whatever, right? However, you can definitely tell there's an energy in the energy of collective, that there's just a group of people who are just determined to hate you. We know how spirit moves, right? Through people. We know how God works through people. We know how the universe works through people. So with that being said, you have people that are here and they're trying to manipulate the energies so that it can go in their favor. Now, taking it back, we're talking about people, we're talking about entities who are used to manipulating the energy, because remind you, we're talking about situations where things used to always fall apart for you. You'll get involved with a person, you'll get a job, you'll get a business, you'll start a career, go to school and things like that, and then you just wonder why things never worked out. Even when it comes down to your children, people, family, friends, relationships, all that stuff, anything involving pentacles, new beginnings. These people are under judgment right now. They're going to be under judgment because of this action that they're taking. King of Wands, all right? That's somebody who takes action, does things, right? But then we have this Three of Swords that's in reverse kind of energy, that is healing energy as well. So I'm just feeling like this could go different ways. Let's see. So this King of Pentacles, this represents, if this is not a person, this will represent someone who, whether you're masculine or feminine, someone who you just are ready to receive the goodness, the good things that life has to offer. And Three of Pentacles, that could not just be talking about relationship wise, it could be talking about job wise as well. So whatever this is still a new beginning. Judgment is here because you're healing from whatever these people, these entities, whatever they cause, this trauma. And so I'm just getting a feeling that with this King of Wands energy, speaking of the energy only itself, this is you channeling. You're channeling all your energy into this particular endeavor because you're dedicated to making it happen, right? This is a good thing, actually. The judgment is here. And let's just look into it to see what exactly judgment is, because we got community here. Remind you, we have the community card, right? And so we have you in this healing energy, and then we have judgment as well. So let's just see what judgment is. So the first card came out is the World card. That talks about some sort of completion of cycles. Oh, then we have 10 of Wands. So that could be a good thing. Let's see. The 10 of Wands, that's definitely burdens. Y'all know what that is. We ain't got to tell y'all everything. But so this is you closing out the cycles of carrying a lot of burdens, carrying the burdens of other people, being concerned about what other people think of you, being accepted. You pretty much doing your own thing. You know what I'm saying? Doing exactly what you want to do. So we got the 4 of Pentacles that's here in reverse. So whatever the situation is, that 4 of Pentacles kind of threw me for a loop because it came out in reverse. That's the energy of being greedy or materialistic. How do you go from closing cycles out of this 10 of Wands energy to the 4 of Pentacles energy that's in reverse? Well, I feel like those was the burdens. People could have been saying you were being greedy, but in all actuality, you were pouring into yourself, which is why we saw that Ace of Cups at the beginning of the reading, right? So whoever these people are of this cult coven, we just gonna call it what it is. They feel like there's an injustice here. So they feel like that there's some sort of injustice with this Justice card being in reverse of you getting what you want. But in all actuality, there's an injustice here because of the actions that they took of being in this Knight of Wands in reverse kind of energy, just really being reckless, not even having any kind of consideration for anybody else and what they got going on, what they doing. What I'm hearing is not having consideration for another person's personal life, which is really sad. It's sad because what I'm hearing is that whatever these people did, they actually caused a family dynamic to break apart and be fucked up. But these are the type of people who will blame that energy on you because they're not able to manipulate you anymore. This is weird. Knight of Cups is in reverse. So the situations that you could have been in with different people who crossed you, betrayed you, whether these were friends, family, or relationships that you were in, it caused these people to later on become regretful in situations because they didn't give you the love that you really deserve. With this Knight of Cups that's in reverse here, a lot of them could have been narcissistic. A lot of them could have been egotistical, where they felt like it was always about them. A lot of times when it comes to spiritual beings, which I'm really picking that up, I'm feeling like you were attracting people who knew their power. So they were in tune with their gifts, but you may be a little bit more delayed when it comes to the gifts, only because of so much manipulation and control. It really ain't got nothing to do with your ability to catch on or process information. It has nothing to do with your mental ability to retain information or to pick up and understand information. From what I'm hearing, whoever I'm talking to, you have a really high IQ. If you haven't taken a test, you need to take one. It's high. These other people, probably not so much so. I'm hearing low IQ, as a matter of fact. But anywho, like I said, it's giving that zombie energy. I'm telling you, low IQ, zombie. That's all I'm saying. Will you double tap? They already dead. So that means IQ is low. Ain't nothing going on in the brain. You can't even think straight. You just doing shit. You going and attacking people. What is you doing? I don't know, y'all. This is just the energy I'm getting, right? So there could have been an energy of greed when it comes to whoever you are. Queen of Pentacles. All right. So you got people that are greedy over you. They're treating you as if you're some sort of possession, or you're just some sort of trophy to take off the shelf, put back on, or almost it feels like slavery. I don't know if this is what's going on. I don't know, but it's, like I said, it's giving weird. People need to get their energy in check. I don't know, because it's a lot going on, even when it comes to different issues going on in the world with race, right? We constantly have to meet these situations where Black people are getting treated unfairly. And that in itself, I really don't understand, because there's a mixture of people just throughout the world, period. It's not even a lot of them, but it's a lot of us, people who are mixed race, right? Because we all have a lot of different things in us. I don't even know how a person nowadays in 2026 Can't really identify with just being one thing. But every time you fill out paperwork, it's always those different sections. African American, white, whatever that's the damn color, right? Don't even have nothing in specific. It's just white. I don't know why nobody ever questions that. Hello. But then you have Hispanic, not Hispanic. Is we fucking for real? All right, y'all. Moving on. We got this rich girl energy here. So we about to see, right? So we have the Page of Swords that's reversed. I saw that in the deck and it's coming out. Also have, sorry y'all, it's getting distracted. Also have the Seven of Pentacles that's in reverse here. So this is giving somebody trying to do something because of spite. Like I said, somebody trying to be funny, someone trying to get a one-up on you, but actually it's not working out. It's been working out for a long time though. We got Strength here. This is somebody wanting to diminish your power, your protection, diminish who you are, diminish your light because they wanted that energy for themselves. Zombies, right? We got the Ace of Pentacles that's in reverse, causing you to miss out on opportunities. Nine of Wands in reverse. This is like you giving up on those situations, those opportunities, because you feel like it's not good. So, for example, you could be talking to a hater. Let's say a zombie. You could be talking to a zombie. You could be telling this zombie, I'm thinking about having hors d'oeuvres and mimosas and different little wine tastings at my grand opening. And you got the whole plan, the whole shebang, everything just sound right to feel. You telling this person and now they just feel like, oh, you know, I don't feel like that's a good idea. That don't seem like it's something that you would do. I don't really like that. What about add something for people who are church people or people who want to read the Bible? Bitch, we're talking about a whole grand opening and you talking about some other shit? What? Not that in specific, but that's just a hypothetical example, right? But let's just, the whole point in the matter is, it's just like somebody here is just not really feeling or digging your ideas, or they just don't like the fact that it's coming from you, or they've never experienced a person who can dream and think and just bounce ideas off the top of your dome, off they dome, and back into yours like that. And I don't know if this is some type of energy. Y'all have to let me know, where people feel like if you ask them a question or if you run something past them, I don't know if they feel like you're trying to siphon their energy or take something from them. Y'all could tell me in the comments. I really don't know, but it's just definitely giving weird. I'm gonna just keep saying that and I'm gonna just say it. That's what it is. What's the point of you getting into a particular person's energy to stop and block what they got going on, and then you want to feel like somebody is doing something weird to you? I just really don't get that. I just really don't. Alright, so that definitely is reason why we have this rich girl energy here. This is how somebody's looking at you. You're a rich girl, so I'm talking to a girl, I suppose. All right, because we got achievements right after that. So what is achievement here? I'm just looking because I saw the lady get out the car, but she disappeared. I didn't see her after that, but I wasn't really paying attention either. So we have the Sun here. We have the Four of Swords that's in reverse. The Devil here is Will. Queen of Cups that's in reverse. Justice in reverse. And Wheel of Fortune is in reverse right behind that. What I'm also getting is that things are starting to make more sense to you, whoever you are, on the devil energy that you've been interacting with or that you've been experiencing. This has caused some bad health. We got the Queen of Cups in reverse. That is definitely somebody who is highly emotional. It could be also somebody who's emotionally manipulative, or this could be somebody who is being emotionally manipulated, right? But there's an injustice here, and the Wheel of Fortune that's in reverse. And the reason why I feel like that is because you're no longer given to whoever this person is or these people are. And so now this is an energy of conflict and chaos. You're being opened, or you're actually becoming aware and realizing that your positivity actually causes these people to want to spaz out. Zombie. want to spaz out and actually cause you problems. And I know it sounds crazy. Well, what is you talking about? What is you? It's just like you just have to go through it. It's just, if right, ain't no way I can make a person just force a person to shove something down their throat. It's either you accept the message or you don't, right? But anywho, we got achievement here. So it's like the sun is shining, and I feel like this is God giving the gift of sunlight to whoever you are so that you can shine amongst people who actually appreciate you and enjoy what it is that you do, and not try to demonize everything that you do, not try to isolate you and put you in bad health, not want you to be all distorted and lacking energy and things like that when you get around these people. Because I'm really feeling like whoever you are, when you get around these people, they just suck the energy and the life right out of you. I feel like this is the reason why they probably looked at you like some sort of weird or something like that. Because when your energy is low, you just lackluster. You don't really have, it's no enthusiasm there, no motivation. You don't. But as soon as you get away from these people, then it changes. Why is that? I'm telling you, y'all. So what is the outcome for the situation of these people in the collective energy? We got the Two of Pentacles here. Let's clarify that. We got the Ten of Wands, Four of Pentacles in reverse, Queen of Pentacles here, and we have the Moon. So what I'm feeling like the outcome is for whoever these people are that's in your energy. I feel like they're going to be the ones that's juggling, having to balance the energy out, find the middle grounds as to the light and the dark, because you're no longer around these people. And there's going to be people who's going to say, I already know. They're going to say, well, I think he's talking about me when she's giving these messages. And my response, I don't really give a fuck who you think I'm talking about. My thing is, if you have anything to say to anybody, you should be man or woman enough to say that shit with your whole chest to that person. A lot of this shit could have been eliminated a long time ago, but instead of being a man or a woman, you decided to take the coward route. And because you knew that that shit was wrong, you knew what you was doing wasn't right, and you knew that shit wasn't going to be tolerated or allowed, but you still tried it anyway. So while you was playing behind somebody's face, fucking around, you definitely found out. And you can't find out. Keep it on. All right? So I don't know why it's somebody in the energy who feels like, oh, they talking about me. Listen, mouth ain't never gonna be on zip. So you might as well just dead it. All right? I don't know why people think that you're not supposed to speak up for yourself or anybody else that you love and you care about. Because that's all you did your whole motherfucking life. Even to people who was bullying other people. All right? But see, what I don't like is the amount of domination and control that these motherfuckers think that they really got when they don't have a motherfucking thing. Don't even know how to control their own motherfucking self. Can't even control the vaginal secretions that's coming out of their own. Listen, because I can get real rude and real rude with it. You need to come here, rude girl. That's me, rude girl, not rude boy. All right. Anyways, somebody definitely wanted you to be carrying all of these burdens and things like that. And now they're going to be the ones that's carrying burdens. And people are going to be acting out of greed with them. While you just over here in this damn Queen of Pentacles kind of energy here. And we got the Moon. So basically what I'm getting is maybe they're not going to be able to. Oh, let me see what the Moon is. What the Moon is. Eight of Cups in the reverse, emotionally stagnant. People be like, oh, I think you talking about me. They're trying to call you out like some motherfucking bitch or something like that. You will say that shit with your whole throat, your whole motherfucking diaphragm and everything else. That shit will come from the booty hole. You heard me? All right? Whatever you gotta say. Ain't nobody running shit around this bitch. Period. Nobody. Temperance is in reverse. They the ones gonna be emotionally stuck. So check it. If your feelings, you feel like you all in your feelings and you emotionally stuck, why am I stuck on this person? Why am I worried about why they said it and what they said? Because, bitch, this is your time to motherfucking shine in the dark. That's probably why the motherfucking Moon was here. Temperance in reverse. You better watch it. Because at these times, it's real easy to put a entity on your ass. All right? So, that's that. See, I could get the messages real nice, but see, that nice wasn't getting me nowhere. So now you just gotta hear it. How the fuck you gotta hear it? We got the moon, that's not the moon, the hangman, that's in reverse. All of this shit is in reverse. That's basically somebody's vision is not gonna be there. You're gonna be stuck, and you're gonna know, but you're just not gonna be able to see shit. Whoever I'm talking to, man, I'm glad I don't resonate with this energy. And this is the reason why that nice shit being more sweet, it gets you somewhere. While people be trying to call you out, call your bluff, call you out to be some sort of simp or some shit like that. I don't know what. See, people be having it fucked up. And that's the shit that they not gonna say to you. They not gonna say, oh, you just a simp. Bitch, you gonna get your face smacked off of you. You gonna be looking like Captain Kirk. What is his name? Is it Captain Kirk? Nah, it's not Kirk. Whoever that dude is, that damn movie that just came out. Fuck, child. Whatever that is. Anywho, I'm not even gonna say what I usually say at the end of the fuck it. I'm gonna say it. Make sure you do what God told you to do, and I'm gonna do what God told me to do. Whether that's cussing or not. All right? Whether that's laying to your ass and saying it the way that I need to say it. With my whole fucking chest. All right? Till next time, collective. Peace.